All right, guys, what's going on? This is the draft report. As you guys know, a couple of weeks ago, we had the draft. And now this is the supplement draft. We're going to update you guys on who has been drafted to what shows. And just an all-around basic report. So let's start with the collision draft.
Yeah, so the first pick of Collision was the AVW World Heavyweight Champion, Grayson Grizzly.
Yeah, Grayson Grizzly was definitely a solid pick. And the first pick... hold on a second here, guys. All right, then the first pick for the versus, of course, was Jakara Jackson. Jakara Jackson came into the AVW hot. She had the won the Women's Championship on her first night. Then the second pick for Collision was the Hit Squad. Second pick for the Versus was Storm.
Yeah, Andre Storm. It was pretty shocking seeing Bang Bang pick Andre Storm like a...
Oh, shit. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I got to get my reports here.
Yeah, so...
All right, first things first.
We're actually live in Long Island, New York right now, if you're wondering why there is a crowd behind us. We have a little bit of action planned for tonight, but it's not AVW action, it's Knuckles Showcase action, which will be the firm league, if you will, of all virtual wrestling.
Oh, that's right. So essentially what the Knuckles Showcase is going to be like, it's going to be like a hybrid, like a podcast while we watch some WWE 2K matches in the background. A lot of it's going to be Robbie Knuckles creating cause. And it's going to be predominantly commentated by, I believe, Robbie Knuckles and David the Boss Ross. But here we go. I got my draft report right in front of me now. Now we can run down the list of who was drafted to who. Like Tony Baloney said, Grayson Grizzly was the first pick. Second pick was Jakara Jackson. Third pick was the Hit Squad. Fourth pick was for Versus. They picked Andre Storm. Andre Storm was a solid pick. He's the North American Championship. Then the next pick for Collision was Spike. Spike was a dominant pick, a big monster of a man. Next pick for Versus was Ryan and Robbie Knuckles, the tag team champions. Next pick for Collision was the Boss, David Ross. Of course, he is going to be accompanied there with by JC Jones. Then we got Devin Turner. He was drafted to Versus. Austin Graves was then drafted to Collision. Then we had Death God drafted to Versus. He, of course, is the hardcore champion. That rounded out your top five from the first night of the draft. Very good, solid. Okay, yeah, so tonight the featured matches on Showcase are going to be the Hardcore Championship matches. It's going to be hardcore rules. We're going to see a graphic, I do believe, of who is going to be in the match. I can't recall off of the top of my head, so we're going to have to wait for that to pop up. But it's going to be a good night.
Dr. Hirakiri, the clown, I forget the clown's name, but I'll just call him
Dickie Cox.
Dickie Cox. Vince Rex, who had an awesome 20-minute showing there last week on Collision against Matthew Murphy, or Weiss, I should say. And I forget who the fourth man is. So we will have to wait for the graphic to see, because I do forget.
Yeah, so essentially these are all cause that are created wrestlers that were created by myself. I created the titles, the arena. As most of you guys know, David the Boss Ross is pretty much making all the shows of AVW. I do a little bit here and there, mostly to just commentate. But yeah, we're going to do a little bit of a podcast. We're going to try to talk about what's going on in wrestling that week or whatever the hell is just coming up. Whatever anybody wants to talk about.
All right, so I'm just getting a little bird in my ear here. High Voltage has been signed, the next draftee for AVW Collision. So you got Jay Blaze, Jack Graham, and Daryl Hammer headed over to AVW Collision.
Yes, sir. And you know, that's going to be great for Collision to be getting the High Voltage. They got the Hit Squad over there, the Trios Tag Team Champions. And I do have word now that Versus has also signed Rebecca Bray, which is going to be a great signing for them, considering they have Jakara Jackson, who's the Women's Heavyweight Champion.
This is a Knuckles Showcase tournament for the Hardcore Championship. The four participants are Hirakiri, Vince Rex, Dickie Cox, and Mark Thunder.
Yeah, this is good. So I didn't get Harakiri since, but Vince Rex did have an excellent show. We're going to edit this
How about
transition
that
screen here.
hardcore title? That hardcore title looks awful sharp, Mr. Knuckles. Great job.
Yeah, very nice, right? I bet Death God's going to be a little bit jealous. But speaking of Death God, he is signed to Versus. He is the hardcore champion. Death God has been a pretty dominant champion since getting that hardcore champion.
Championship tournament semi-finals match. Making his way to
I
the
love
ring
this guy.
from Osaka, Japan, weighing in at 200 pounds.
Anybody in the chat check the Prime Card press conference out? How about that shenanigans? That is great. I thought that was awesome. I was laughing my ass off the whole time.
Yeah, it's funny that you bring that up because I saw two different clips today. I was scrolling through my Facebook feed, and one of the clips was I saw Logan Paul threw up a cake at Dylan Dennis, and I was like, okay, I mean, you know. And then I saw him scrolling through my feed again, and I see another clip of the Fury Father flipping over tables. I'm like, okay, there you go. And now I just find out that they're two related videos. It was bizarre, man. It blew my mind.
Now, do you know what the main event of the Prime Card is? None other than Mike Perry and I forget, but I just seen it. Give me a minute.
So what is this Prime Card?
It's a boxing event being held over in the UK. It's put together obviously by the Prime Energy Drink, aka Logan Paul and KSI, who are both fighting on the card.
Oh, okay. It's not like that going to improve.
Mike Perry versus Darren Till. That's Mike Perry versus Darren Till.
Darren Till is not signed with the UFC anymore.
And his opponent from Reykjavik, Iceland, weighing
October
in
the
at
14th.
245 pounds.
This goes down.
The Viking, Vince.
I'll be damned.
Alright, so there we see Vince Rex, man. Again, he had an awesome match there against Vice. He just fell short on AVW Collision. It looks like he's taking his talents over to the showcase here.
That's right, Vince Rex, though, you know, needs me robbed though, baby. This guy is a monster of a man. He's like 6'7", I think, like 300 pounds.
Alright, so I'm just getting word again here from the back. It seems as a competitor has been signed to AVW Collision in regards to the European Championship Division. Nathan Drake going to find his way over to AVW Collision.
All right, on. Yeah, see, there you go. The divisions are going to start shaping up now. It makes sense that Nathan Drake would go to Collision. That's where the European champ is. He's European. Definitely a good pick for them. All right, man. Looks like this match is going to get going. Oh, man. Nice high kicks there from Harakiri. Big back kick, leaping high. Yeah, we're going to be getting reports throughout the night of who is getting signed. New report just comes in. Versus signs the Yardy Boys. Great acquisition from Versus. Trying to bring some of the competition to the tag team champs, Ryan and Robbie Knuckles. Harakiri going for like that surfboard stop. A little damage to the leg now. Oh, nice overhand right there from Harakiri. Harakiri's a small guy.
I'm just going to check out some wrestling news here.
Yeah. I didn't even check the rumors this morning. Oh, did you guys watch Collision? What about Wembley Stadium, bro? MJF versus Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty dope. Did you see Santana and Ortiz making a return?
I did. I was shocked, and they decided to go against Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, you'll see them in the Stadium Stampede on teaming with BCC. There's one member left to be revealed there for that team. That'll be pretty. It's going to be a great matchup.
I'm not feeling that Mr. Ray Phoenix is going to get written. He's going to get replaced with somebody as well after taking that lump on the head. I think that was Santana.
That was all the work. He actually, it's visa issues. He can't. They won't let him in to the UK.
Yeah.
He doesn't have like a work permit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So they are going to write him out.
But the big news, I think the big news behind the curtains in the wrestling world is the fact that Edge's contract is running out, and he wanted to re-sign with WWE, but they declined his offer, they declined his demands, and the rumor mill is that he's on his way to AEW.
Yeah, we're going to see Adam Copeland teaming up with Christian again, man. That'd be something.
Well, he's been on record saying if he was to have one last match, or like a retirement match, it was to be with Christian, or to run up one last program with Christian, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man, and they could out-wrestle the Hardy Boys at this point right now. Hardy Boys
for sure, they could out-wrestle the Hardy Boys and CM Punk.
That's right, so Edge aged pretty well. I mean, I think that time off with his injury to his neck did him some good. Hate to say it, but it's the way it is. But then the other match that I'm looking forward is Will Ospreay taking on Chris Jericho. I don't really know too much about Will Ospreay except for what I've seen in AVW. It's kind of impressive to see an AVW competitor making his way into Wembley Stadium, huh? That's pretty cool. Especially fighting Chris Jericho of all people. Chris Jericho, though, is a former shell of himself.
So this Saturday night's AVW Collision was actually taped. I have the results in front of me.
Oh, look at this. Vince Ross might get this win here on Taka Harakiri, you know, not to be not yet. That's right. All pinfalls in these hardcore match rules can take place anywhere, inside, outside the ring. I was thinking of changing up the rules somehow, but a hardcore match is a hardcore match. You can't change it. Oh, we got a lifting knee from Harakiri. Oh, look at this. I'm gonna drop right on that barricade, but go to sleep. Speaking of go to sleep, how about CM Punk? Who's CM Punk supposed to be facing at Wembley? He's not at Wembley, is he? He's gonna be all out in Chicago, I think. It's a shame that he's not getting Wembley.
I don't know, man. You think they
he's not on the
they think they would have dragged out the Ricky Stark shit until Wembley?
Yeah, well, he's got a match at All Out. He's fighting. Oh my God, who's he going up against? I can't even think of who.
I personally don't think Punk's good enough to fucking wrestle at Wembley.
No.
That's just me, but he can talk. The man can talk. He's always going to be able to talk, but he don't move like he used to.
No, definitely not, man. He doesn't.
Wrestlers aren't even as big as they used to be, and he can barely pick them up to deliver the GTS. And when he does pick them up, you could literally see him miss the knee every fucking time.
And I think they were talking about in the last episode of what was it? What's on Saturdays? That's their
Collision.
It's the one that's named after our show, Collision. Yeah, on Collision he botched some move. Oh man, so close. Vince Rex is almost there.
Alright, so I'm just getting word, Optimus JoJo has been signed to AVW Versus.
Alright, right on. That's off to JoJo. I was talking to JoJo earlier. Optimus JoJo actually earned himself a VFL D1 championship title match. He was one of the only few people who signed up for Division 1. How about UFC 5 coming out, and you get the debut of it in September, man. I'm so excited for this game.
I can't wait. I really hope that it has throwback to some UFC 3. I want to be able to deliver some elbows from the top, my guy. Please. Please. Maybe some hammer fist, too. I'm not asking for much, but fuck.
No, you're right, 100%. I do, but I think it's going to be made for the new gen, the current gen systems, you know. So hopefully, you know, Xbox One, PlayStation 4 don't get a piece of this. Made only for the new systems would be great. Or we might get to see everything. Yeah, it's about time. I mean, let's get these old systems out. Let's start making new games for the new gen already. But if you don't have it by now, you're out of luck. Oh, nice right hand. But what if? And then there's that other boxing game that's supposed to be coming out. That's in like pre-production hell.
Well, I was actually reading something about a fucking Xbox 720 or some shit, bro.
Xbox 720. Well, like a new system?
Yeah. Hold on, let me Google this shit.
Oh, there's clothesline here from Dr. Howard there. He's got the energy. I'm feeling it. He catches the big boot from Vince Rex. Harakiri now is getting Vince Rex up to his feet here. Out of nowhere, sliding out of the ring. Vince Rex is laid out literally right in the center of the ring. Harakiri's got his kendo stick. Oh, look at this. Vince Rex, all of a sudden he gets his consciousness at just the right time here. Oh, man, look at that power bomb. See that power bomb?
Alright, so Xbox is saying that we're not going to get a new console until 2028.
Wow. Not that far off, actually. And it's probably going to just be an upgraded Xbox Series X or Xbox Series Z or some shit.
I say by 2028, and I bet it'll be fully fucking immersive. Because, like, you know how you can...
Oh, maybe.
People are implementing it already, like how you can go to that sphere in Las Vegas. That's not just even fucking 3D video. That's 4D, man. Like, they got fans in there to fucking blow you, misters to spray you, smells to go with the shit. Like, it's a complete fucking immersive experience now.
Oh, man. Yeah, you're probably right about that, actually, because all that's coming out as we speak. Like, I think you actually were telling me you bought the Oculus and the Oculus, so that stuff is out there. Like,
yeah, I was watching the things that Sony was working on for their controllers, and they're working on getting Sense and shit put into the controllers themselves for while you're playing the game. So, like, if you're walking through, like, a meadow of fucking roses, you'll smell them. Like, it sounds fucked, but look it up.
Yeah, it's crazy. I believe it. You're gonna have to insert. Oh, you know what? The Ninja Turtles has
you can
the
smell
Ninja Turtles
pizza,
game.
but that's like a 10-year ago version of what I'm talking about.
Okay. Oh man, Danny hits to go to sleep.
That's like a scratch and sniff compared to like a Bugatti. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Wembley Stadium's gonna. The other match that I'm pumped up for is Kenny Omega and Jay White. They're gonna have the Golden Elite taking on the Bullet Club Gold.
Yeah, that'll be pretty good. Hangman Page, Kota Ibushi, and Kenny Omega.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I'm just getting word, Celtic Roots headed to AVW Collision.
Oh yeah, nice and forgot that. Look at this clothesline from Vince Rex here. Oof, just lays out Harakiri. He's going for the 3 count now.
I think he's dead. No, he's not dead.
No, you can't kill Harakiri. He's back from the dead. You know, the boys in the back are telling me that we got another pick from Versus. Mr. Jordan Westling. Congratulations, Mr. Westling, for getting the pick to go to Versus. Great pick. Excuse me for a second, fellas. Gotta roll up my doobie.
Been going for a minute.
Yeah, that's one problem I find with some of these matches in this game. They just go on and on for a little too long.
Looking for a spear. I think Vince Rex just tore his ass in half.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. Yeah, Superman punch. And then, oh yeah, I forgot I was recording this. Oh, whoops. Alright, but there it is. Vince Rex is going to be moving on into the semifinals, quarterfinals. Yeah, it's 4 men in this tournament, so it's the semifinals. I mean the finals. That was the semifinals. Jesus Christ.
That's right.
Yeah, with the program.
Unbelievable.
Harakiri
Yes, sir.
has been eliminated from the tournament. Vince Rex advances to the finals.
Tell him, Greg Hamilton, that's my man. All right, so yeah, we got another talking about the draft here tonight. We're gonna run down a couple more picks here from night 2, who's the night of versus. JT Townley was drafted to Collision. Richard Cumming was drafted to Versus. Murphy drafted to Collision. Alex Bishop, the Valentine, drafted to Versus. KDM and the PWO drafted to Collision. Certified Steppers drafted to Collision. Chris Danger, Collision. D Apex drafted to Versus. Solid picks from the second night of drafts. JT Townley, former world champion. How about that? Richard Cumming, a monster of a man. Do not touch Effie. KDM, former Twitch champion. Still thinks he is the Twitch champion.
Yeah, I still don't know what's up with that guy.
Yeah, he lost that match to Devin Turner at Climax for the YouTube championship. We're actually going to be bringing a Twitch championship to Showcase, since it was departed from AVW.
That's right, the Twitch Championship and the Intercontinental Championship being reborn here on Showcase.
That's right, the Intercontinental Champion is the, I guess it's like a world champion. That's what I would call it.
I mean, it fits the name, Intercontinental. That's what it means.
Yeah, exactly. Intercontinental, the entire world, same shit, same difference.
All right, I'm just getting word from the back here. Finesse Kid has been signed to AVW Collision.
Yes, sir. Well, let's run down through a few names here. I got Lil Jon also was drafted to Versus. Great pick for Versus. Current member of the Bullet Club. I was about to say former member. I say former member because I think of his days from WWE 2K22 when he was doing some shady stuff to the Bullet Club, if you guys remember. I guess they've forgiven him over the...
I don't know. It's like we went through a wormhole or something.
Like a time loop, yeah, something like that. It don't really matter. He's ready for it. Getting word in the back here. We got another name. We got the Samoan Society being drafted to Collision.
All right. Another trio
I do believe that's
over to challenge the Hit Squad.
Yeah, man, we got to get those trios teams over to Collision. Here we go. Looks like we're going to jump into the second semifinal match. Dickie Cox versus Mark Thunder. Mark Thunder was actually a commission job that I did for somebody. They never came through and never got to hear from him after I made him, so I just...
Tournament semi-finals match.
So I'm getting word from the back here. Phoenix Nitro and Zane Mercer both signed to AVW Versus.
Dickie Cox.
Right on. I just love this guy's entrance. I gotta watch this.
this guy's name again? I don't like clowns either, Dad. I think he looks fucked.
Cause, man. I love this guy. I'm pulling for Dickie Cox to win this thing, man. I want him to be my hardcore champion for sure.
Creepy ass motherfucker. Alright, I'm getting another acquisition belonging to AVW Collision. Caleb Rivera heading to AVW Collision.
Caleb Rivera's the Pixel Kid.
Yeah.
You know what he calls himself? The Pixel Kid. He's got the little
Well, I think
dark
it's
skin
Game Changer or
dark
something.
skin man.
But yeah,
Something like that.
Yeah. He teamed with Jared Harris to take on the Valentines one time.
That's right. I remember that. Yeah, he was on a roll.
And his opponent from Manchester, New Hampshire, weighing in at 275 pounds.
Oh, this guy.
Thunder.
Never seen this guy before.
Nah, he's new. Somebody asked me to make him a call, and I did, and he never got back to me about it. So I was like, oh, I'll just showcase him then.
It's my car now.
Exactly. Yeah, okay.
Looks good. Oh, he's throwing up that too sweet. That's fucking, that's infringement.
That's copyrighted shit right there, man.
Yeah, he got to pay up. He's doing that shit on a Bullet Club show here, the Knuckle Showcase.
I know, you better be careful. You better watch what he's doing.
Oh, Jesus Christ, he just ran right into a boot. I'd hope he'd be watching what he was doing. Jesus.
Oh, man, Dickie Cox was so much fun to make. I don't know if you guys can notice in his hair, though. It's like rainbow colored. So it's layered, so it staggers down. I took so many hours creating that guy. His hair alone took me about an hour and a half. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. It's kind of mixing the Joker with a little bit more clown personality. Nice overhand block there. Nice right hand there from Mark Thunder, huh? Nice jawbreaker there from Dickie Cox. This is that shoulder collar tie Irish whip now from Dickie Cox into Mark Thunder.
Another selection here by AVW versus the Yardy Boys.
You know, I was just thinking, how do you guys feel about Jimmy and Jay Uso, man, the twins? I can't believe they're breaking up the twins, bro.
I know. I'm trying to make it look like Jay's gonna leave. Like, come on.
Well, yeah, right. Okay. He ain't going nowhere, man. He's making millions there.
The only thing he's the only thing keeping Roman Reigns going right now. He's the only thing keeping Roman Reigns relevant. Is fucking Jey Uso.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I was also reading
WrestleMania
main event, 2 potential matchups for Roman Reigns to defend the Universal Championship. Jey Uso, obviously, but there's also talks of Solo Sikoa fighting Roman Reigns for the title at WrestleMania.
Well, then they gotta start pushing him. Maybe they'll win the Rumble or something like that. Rumble's coming up. Isn't that in January?
I'm not sure.
3 months away. Yeah, Rumble's in January, so we're about 3 months away from there.
I mean, he could even be the one to win, like, number 1 contender elimination chamber match or something, too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think
Oh, shit, did you see that, bro? His head just smashed off the top of the ring apron. That clown's a sicko, man.
I love this clown. Dickie Cox is the bomb. Oh man, I was going to create a faction around this guy called the Happy Hippodrome, but I just got too complacent and didn't really want to finish. I was going to make like the strong man. I was going to make the flexible woman, ringmaster, shit like that. Maybe I'll get to it one day. Oh, nice reversal there from Dickie Cox.
Alright, I got two picks coming in here from AVW Collision. We got Roy Ruse joining AVW Collision along with Team Canada.
Just got to update my report here. Alright, yeah, so that's a good pick. Team Canada was on a roll that came into the AVW with some momentum, and it lost a little bit of steam at the end. But, so we haven't heard from them in a couple of weeks.
The Sicko Slam, Dev says. That's a cool fucking nickname for a finisher, man. The Sicko Slam.
You can do that. Great idea. That's it. The Sicko Slam. I don't know what his finisher is. Usually when I create those, it's not going to their room sets. Oh, Dickie, what did I say? I'm lost. I don't know, but I don't even know what Dickie's...
The weed's too good, man. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
Yeah, man, same here. I got some new shit from the dispensary. Banging. But yeah, I don't even know these movies. What I usually do is with my cars, I just create them and then give them like a generic moveset based off of some wrestler. So I don't know who Dickie Cox is based off of. We'll be able to find out once we see his finisher, I'm sure.
Mark Thunder is based off the fucking Big Show, the way he came over those ropes. But then he just floated over like, I don't even know.
Oh, actually, Mark Thunder has a mix of moves. He's got Undertaker, and he was the only one I mixed moveset because the guy commissioned me for him, asking me to. Big boot there. I think it's Damian Priest, actually. Damian Priest and Undertaker.
Damian Priest.
Oh, my God. Speaking of Damian Priest, it just reminded me of the Judgment Day. Don't get me wrong here, fellas. I do love me some Judgment Day. But if I have to see Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes in some sort of tag team main event for either SmackDown or Raw again, I'm going to fucking lose my shit because for the past, 6 weeks in a row, 12 shows in a row, that's been the main event. I don't understand it.
How many times did you see it live?
Oh my God, I go every time it's in the Northeast. I've seen it live twice already. Thank God when you go live, they have like a main event that the fans at home don't get to see, which is usually like a cage match or a hardcore. Yeah, they usually got some really cool match afterwards. But
I think AEW would be fun to go to just for that aspect, because they'll like show up and set up for like Dynamite, and then they might film Rampage and Collision all in the same night.
See, the only reason I wouldn't go to AEW right now is my son, I think, is a little too young, because there's too much, he has a little more cursing, a little more blood, which is fine. I don't have anything wrong with it, but he's 5 years old. I don't know, and I don't need MJF throwing a beer on him. But, speaking of, I'm actually going to the show in Pennsylvania, September weekend. I think it's September 1st. John Cena's going to be there. It's going to be my son's first time seeing Cena, and let me tell you, bro, he loves Cena. He's going to lose his shit. He's going to shit himself. And we almost got tickets in the ramp, right on the ramp, but we were like, he's too young. But if now we know Cena's there, I would have definitely done it. We're still close. We'll probably be on TV. I want to get behind the announcers. I saw a father and son combo. They were throwing up the 2 sweep behind the announcers last night. It's pretty funny.
Oh, wow. So I'm just getting word from another pick. Hot prospect set to make her debut on AVW Versus is Miranda Gordy.
Miranda Gordy is... I do believe another pick that's going to be going to Versus is the ever-loving Ashley Van Wyatt. I've heard great things about her on the independent scene. She is a stunning woman.
Oh, that match was almost over there.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's a Samoan spike. He's got like some solo Sakala in him too. That's got to be it, man. Poor Dickie Cox.
That's going to be coming in for AVW Collision. Cole Quinn headed to Wednesday night.
Oh my gosh. The American Dragon, right? You're the Dragon Killer.
Here is your winner, Mark.
Do you remember which game Cole Quinn made his debut in? It was with the BCW, right?
Oh,
with
man.
2K20?
The one where you're a Magic Jacob Cass. It was like the story mode, but it was set to like, you could make them whatever you wanted, but your name had to be Magic Jacob Cass.
I don't know if I ever played that one, then that could have been like 18 or 19.
From the tournament, Mark Thunder advances to the final.
WrestleMania 21, maybe? I want to say it's WrestleMania 21, man.
Oh, wow. That's all the way in GameCube, wasn't it?
It was on every console, but that was when they were releasing games like 2 or 3 a year, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was all those different WCW games. I think Robbie Knuckles made his debut in WCW Mayhem, and like, I don't even remember mentioning that. The match.
We got another pick coming through here. Nolan Wright
sure.
headed to AVW Collision.
All right, solid pick right there, Mr. Nolan Wright. He made his debut in the Climax. I believe it was during the Climax pre-show during the Newcomer Challenge. I think that was where Nolan Wright made his debut. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, I think his motorbike got confiscated though.
That's right. Yes, sir. All right, so another pick coming in for Versus is going to be Mr. Blade. Mr. Blade was in a great hardcore feud with Death God for quite some time. He was the hardcore champion. Death God did take it from him. Death God felt like he wasn't
really
hardcore enough.
And he's got a deep foot.
Yeah, it's kind of like how Grayson is really, really big and has a really squeaky voice.
Stop it.
Yes, sir. Stop bullying him.
He don't like boys, man. We better stop. Yeah, he'll show up here, bust our ass.
I know, we're actually bullying him. That's not good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we mentioned Team Canada was already drafted, correct? So they were drafted to Collision, I think, believe.
Yes, sir.
That's what you mentioned before. I got to update my report here. Because it does look like we got another name coming in. Mrs. Yana Dion getting drafted to Versus.
All right.
Great pick from Mr. Bang Bang there. He's really trying to stack that women's division. It looks like he's trying to really build something here, I do believe, around Jakara Jackson. I know a lot of people don't see much.
Around her because nobody's taking it from her. They haven't yet,
That's
anyway.
Right, yeah, I think that's been because of lack of competition for her, but I think Bang plans to change all of that, because as you guys know, Bang is a former everything, right? Former VFL champion, Division 1, Xbox, PlayStation.
Oh, yeah, everything.
Former AVW champion.
The first AVW PvP champion.
That's right. Oh, yeah. That's right, yeah. Yeah, and then he retired. He actually got injured in a match against Andre Storm. I mean, fair enough, it was a loser leave town match anyway, relatively along those lines. He had to leave anyway, but it was the injury, in fact, that forced him to retire. And now he's the first wrestler turned GM.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Who would have thunk it?
Who would have thunk?
All right, I got another pick coming in here for Collision. Nate Burnett Jr. headed over to AVW Collision.
Mr. Four Nostrils, that a boy. So we're going to give work on Mr. Nate Barnett Jr. Maybe give him some plastic surgery here. I guess I'd stay tuned. That's a very good pick, though, for Collision, for sure. Absolutely.
I'm gonna bring everybody back to that Prime press conference. How about that cake that Logan Paul was just so nice to give to Dylan Dennis for his birthday. I especially love the big camel toe on it. I thought that was awesome.
Is that what it is? It's Dylan Dennis' birthday. Dylan Dennis is going to get his ass beat. I mean, I know it's not Jake Paul, but Logan's still going to stomp on him.
It was essentially, here, you big pussy.
That's good. That's good. I like that. All right, so let's do another draft pick here. It seems to me like Bad Speed is going to be going to Versus. Nice solid pick there for Bang once again. Building up his roster. You know, we still haven't seen quite a few names get drafted here. We still haven't seen the Tri-State athletes, Darius Praise, Gavin Lane, Kiyu, Matthias. Nobody's drafted Matthias. I'm kind of surprised at that, but...
I got a really big name for you that has been drafted. Probably one of the biggest names left in the draft. Probably one of the biggest wrestlers left in the draft. Mondo Matsumoto headed over to AVW Collision.
Yeah, that's right, Mondo Matsumoto. I believe he has the same problem that Matthias is having. Matthias, like Mondo Matsumoto, took a little bit of hiatus after AVW went off the air after 2K22. And, you know, when they came back, they didn't have that same savageness. You know, Matthias came up short against his match against Spike. Matsumoto really hasn't been looking too hot himself lately either. I mean, look at his knee. He still hasn't been able to get his knee in order, so... Could be something along those lines, something to do with the injury. All right, but it looks like we're going to have Vince Rex now. This is the finals, right?
Yeah, man.
We're up to
Airport Championship Finals.
3 matches.
We got Austin Graves saying Matsumoto's a bum.
The following contest is the
he certainly got a big one.
championship tournament and is for the Hardcore Championship. Making his way to the ring from Reykjavik, Iceland, weighing in at 245
Alright, I got another two picks coming in from AVW Versus. Newer wrestlers going to make their debut, unknown, coming into the women's division. We got Anna Bannon and Casey Williams.
Yeah, so it looks like Bang is wasting no time snatching up the women. I mean, that's what Bang does, though, right? Snatches up women.
God damn. I wonder which one of these two is the bigger guys here.
Oh, yeah, they're both really big. I think Mark Thunder's taller.
I think my money's on this motherfucker right here.
This guy, Mark Thunder. Yeah, I don't know which bodybuilder was bigger, but I know he's taller. I think he's 6'10".
I'd say winner gets an AVW contract, but I'm sure Robbie Knuckles will pay them more than what AVW will offer them. Look, again, infringement.
What do you think of that set, though, huh?
Looks great.
You know, I wanted to have, like, the portal spin, but you can't add a video to that Minitron.
Yeah.
I can only look at that belt, man. You can only have a Minitron video for that belt.
Dev was saying earlier in the chat that he liked the graphics that you made for the set, with the Grim Reaper coming down with the axe into the Knuckle Showcase.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool, right? We're gonna be working on changing the transition screens, though. Oh, Vince Rex. Sorry, I'm watching on my TV, actually. I should be watching on my computer. It's a big boot from Mark Thunder. Oh, man, I can't wait for you guys to see the other cars that I've created over the next couple of weeks. We're going to showcase them for you guys.
We got another pick coming in here for AVW Collision. We got Philip Diamond III, PD3, making his way to Collision.
Yeah. PvP was another one of those guys who came in real hot, kind of lost a little bit of steam, but he's still on. He's still making his show. He's making his appearances week to week.
He's
still doing his thing, still hanging out.
He's a joke.
He's a joke. Oh man, what picks tonight, huh?
I love the retro blue stairs that Vince Rex just threw in the face of Mark Thunder.
Yeah, pretty cool. Usually you see black or silver. I was saying, let's go blue.
Yeah, and the lasers in the sky won't burn them either.
Oh man, look at that. Vince Rex botched that kick, huh? Vince Rex now stomping on Mark Thunder again. The ref taking the long way. He could have just dropped it where he was and made that 3 count. That's 2K for you, though. There's Vince Rex. He's got him, Mark Thunder up for a suplex here. Oh! There's the Falcon.
I got 2 tag teams headed to AVW Versus here. C4 and the Tri-State Athletes headed to AVW Versus.
Right on, man. I was just wondering about the Tri-State Athletes. I mentioned them before. They were a team that didn't get picked up. They were on the free agent list for quite a while. We still got to see when Matthias is going to run. Kiyo's still available. Mr. Roy Price. Oh, man, we got some other females here who are lined up. We got Fallon Henley and Tatum Paxley both going to Versus. There are 2 newcomers, although Fallon Henley, I do believe, was in the NXT. He was teamed up with Jason Briggs and, what's the other guy's name? Briggs and something. No, they're not that good. They didn't get drafted up to Raw or SmackDown. They've been around for a while, too.
Alright, I got another pick coming in for AVW Collision. Darius Price making his way over to Collision.
Darius going to Collision. Nice. I know, bro. I don't even remember what this shit called. I got this one. So the wife and kid are out. They left. We just bought a house out of state, and the wife and the kid are going up there to sign the deed tomorrow. But I'm home, and I'm at the old house in Glencoe. But I'm packed, so I got the whole house to myself. I'm just smoking strain after strain, all sorts of different sorts of shit.
Right, so I'm just getting word here from both general managers. The general managers want to know from the chat what show they'd like to see Matthias go to. You let them know, and they'll make it happen.
There you go. Speaking of Matthias, his former tag team partner Damian Simmons is in the Knuckles Showcase. He will be featured in the Intercontinental Championship tournament. As of right now, the Intercontinental Champion is proud. His name is Skinner Walken. I carried him over from WWE 2K22. He's the champ. So the winner of that Intercontinental Championship goes on to face Skinner Walken in the Hell in a Cell match that same night. So it's going to be kind of like a lose-win situation for them.
Versus to beat up Dev the Bum.
Alright, so we got 1 vote for Versus.
In the meantime, 4 Versus, for sure. Bang Bang selects Kiyu.
Oh, Kiyu, good pick. Alright. Oh! Yeah, all right. We got another one coming in. Hold on, guys. One sec. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. You sure? Okay. Yeah, I think he... All right, Mike Savage. Mike Savage will be... Yeah, that's right. Mike Savage being drafted to Versus. Great pick there. Bang in my ear. Hard to make out what he was saying. I got it, though. I got the info. Mike Savage.
All right, so we still got Roy Price and Matthias, probably two of the biggest names left in the draft currently.
Yeah, Roy Price, I think maybe people are a little bit leery. I was kind of surprised that Bang has not picked Roy Price up yet, considering that he did handpick him to be teamed up with the certified steppers. However, the certified steppers are not on Versus, so maybe he's trying to let the other GM pick him up. Oh, they are on. I'm sorry, I apologize. I see that. It's... Yeah, so
Trying to kick
imagine he's...
Roy Price to the curb.
Yeah. Oh, man. Vince Rex is just up on top of the can't turn over. Big split. Looking for a 3 count here. He can get it. No.
It looks like the general manager AVW Collision doesn't consider Austin Graves vote the #1 contender for the AVW World Heavyweight Championship, and he's signing Matthias to Collision.
Ooh.
Alright,
yeah, that's a good
looks like it's actually going to wrap up the draft report. So the remaining wrestlers are now going to enter free agency. They will be on a pay-per-appearance basis. And yeah, we'll see everybody at the next show, AVW Versus.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Good night, and enjoy the rest of your week.
Rex is your new hardcore champion.